the September 18th Mayor and Council agenda meeting. This meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act NJSA 10:4-6 with adequate notice of this meeting being provided to the borough's two official newspapers and also published on the borough's website. Carmela, will you call the roll, please?
Councilman Benjamin?
Here.
Councilman Dean?
Here.
Councilwoman Flosky?
Here.
Councilman Vesh?
Here.
Councilman Mola?
Here.
Council President White?
Here. Thank you. Can you take us through a review of tonight's agenda?
There are no closed items on for executive session this evening. The Pledge of Allegiance for the invocation will be done by Councilman Benjamin. There are 3 presentations this evening. Then we have the approval of minutes, agenda, public and executive for September 5th. There are 2 ordinances for final adoption in red. There are 11 resolutions. Then we have 7 items under correspondence and the payments and bills. And of course, council reports, public comment, and final adjournment.
Okay, council comments on agenda items?
No.
Okay, no executive session. At this point, we'll open it up for public comments on agenda items only. Seeing none, close the public portion. Can I get a motion to adjourn tonight's agenda meeting?
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Seeing no reason to delay, we'll go to the public meeting. Again, this meeting has been advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act NJSA 10:4-6 with adequate notice of this meeting also being provided to the borough's 2 official newspapers and also published on the borough's website. Carmela, can you call the roll once more?
Councilman Benjamin?
Here.
Councilman Dean?
Here.
Councilwoman Flosky?
Here.
Councilman Vesh?
Here.
Councilman Mola?
Here.
Council President White?
Here.
Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation by Councilman Benjamin.
Allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, please bless this governing body as they make decisions for all our residents. Please look over our emergency services and all our workers out there. Amen.
At this point, I'll open up once again for public comments on agenda items only. Actually, I'll open up for public comments on anything on your mind. Okay. Seeing none, we'll close the public portion. At this point, I'm going to ask Ann Daly to join me. Probably do have a presentation recognizing the 2017 Summer Intern Emma Moore.
And where did you work in the borough?
Mostly.
You can tell me. I'm wanting the press. Go ahead.
Mostly the building department,
Oh,
but also in the finance.
okay. Good. Well, that didn't hurt, did it? One more.
You know it's my friend?
Yes. Yes, we'll do.
You want to be on it?
You need to be there.
How about our father?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay, now wait. Okay. On video. Get in this house.
Is there anybody else that
All
we
right.
Before?
Okay.
Okay.
One more.
You got it, Pat?
People are approaching.
Got it?
I got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know Chief Parker's favorite point is now. We can turn this meeting over to you if you'd like to address. Members here, we get a little bit about what you did, your experiences. what you did.
Granddaughter.
You don't have to.
Michelle's
What's
away.
the father's name?
Dale.
Dale?
Or we can have a press conference right about now. So. Go ahead.
Well, I got the internship position here over the summer, and I started work in the finance department, but then Ms. Hutchinson decided that she needed me in the building department, so I did a lot of filing and work for her, and it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot, and it was a great opportunity.
You said you're in the building department too. How's that working?
It was
Any complaints
really
over
great.
there in the building department?
No, it's very organized, a lot of filing cabinets.
So any advice for this governing body? Are we doing, everything going well here?
You're doing pretty good.
We're doing Are you looking for a full-time job, Emma?
Yeah.
Oh. That's one too many questions. All right, come see me later.
He's only a freshman.
You're only a freshman, you got plenty of time. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It only took the chief about 7 meetings before he would actually take us up on it, so right off the bat. Okay. At this point, we're going to turn the meeting over to the Public Celebrations Committee. We have donations for the festivities. All the booths that are at the middle school after the parade, those vendors pay a small fee, and that money is then turned over to our first assist. So, Ms. Boyle?
Hi, good evening, everybody. We're missing some of our committee. Tonight is back to school night at the grammar school, so there are some of our committee people who have to work there. Stephanie Barthelby's birthday is tonight, and she's at the Giants game. And this is part of the committee, and the vendors pay a donation fee for profit. And it's $50, food is $100. So they have the choice of making the checks out to either the fire department or the first aid. So that's what we have tonight to present. We have the rescue squad is $1,075, and the fire department is $400. So if somebody's here from the fire department and
Take one all together and not take them separate, 'cause I don't know how it's gonna work.
whatever works.
So I'll let that go off.
Come on in. Come on in.
That's okay, hi. All right, so.
Christine?
All right, that's a really good one, right?
Not here.
I like that.
Who's not here?
Okay, so this is
Yeah, that's fine.
this is
yeah.
the rescue squad, and this and that's the fire department.
The real checks, okay?
Yes, these are the real checks.
1, 2, I like this one, this is good. Okay.
One more, come back. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Do the check, give it to the
Yeah,
right people.
Eddie's gonna have some.
Put 15 years on it.
We take
Thank
that.
you. Yeah, okay, yeah. Do you see him? Okay, I'll make a word for
Yeah,
it.
we trust the fire department with the rest.
Thank you very much.
But, and don't take those ceremonial checks.
No.
Those are almost as valuable. Those are almost as
Thank you, Pat.
valuable
Thanks,
as the
Steph.
real
Thank you,
ones.
Christine. I'm just gonna stick them back up here, they were wet. Or they can go back to Ann.
Okay, and at this point, I'm going to turn the meeting over to Janice Campos, Exalted Ruler of Elks Lodge 2298, and also Susan Purcell, the Elks National Foundation and member of the Special Children's Committee, for a donation for the adoptive swings.
I'd like to invite up, can we invite up Recreation and
Yes.
also Grace Ann Farrell, who
Absolutely.
really
Come on,
is
Grace Ann.
going.
But, yeah, Janice, if there's anything you want to say before the photo, you can either do it before or after this.
We were very inspired by your compassion and your love for your friend who is unable, because of her disabilities, to utilize the playground equipment at the schools. So, on behalf of the Special Children's Committee, stop because I'm going to start crying. On behalf of the Special Children's Committee of the South Plainfield Lodge number 2298, we would like to make a donation of $1,749 for the purchase of 3 adaptive swings for every child.
Jane.
Janet, where did they go?
No, we gotta put your coat.
Recreation Commission members.
The president of recreation and the vice president of rec.
Bring it up high. So bad. So I can't do this kind of stuff. I know. You're gonna be in the paper twice.
I'm catching up to Debbie.
You'll never catch up to Debbie. That's an impossibility.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What you did as an 8-year-old, a lot of 60-year-olds can't understand.
Exactly.
So you were truly an inspiration.
Okay, good.
I don't know where to go.
I can't see you. That's fine. You're doing good. All right. I'll take one and I'll get out of the way so other people can take one. Thank you.
It's low budget, so I'm doing borough Facebook. Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Good.
Too many cameras out there.
Wait a minute.
I want my tears away.
Hi, that's okay.
The rescue squad's here.
Wait, I just want to see that kind of big smile. Okay, she even smiled before. Okay, go.
Ready? Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much.
Good job, honey. Keep up the good work. Exactly. We're going to recruit you.
That was nice.
All right, at this point, we'll bring Ms. Boyle and the Public Celebration Committee back up. We do have a member of the South Plainfield Rescue Squad to accept their portion of the donation.
Okay, now wait now.
That was the fire. That was fire. This is rescue.
The fire department wants to come up. We're going to do one picture. We can do one picture. Nancy, it doesn't
It
speak.
doesn't.
All right, get the other track. I have to trace the room here.
I was.
We need all your guys' names before you leave, so.
Pat DeSantis, Stephanie Willax.
I know who those people are.
Oh, I
What the firemen? I know who you are. Okay, Pat, you gotta look this way. Can we have it? Oh, I turned it off. Sorry. One. Wait, take one too, okay, all right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the fire department and the
you.
rescue squad and the police department. Thank you.
And all. One and all.
Grace Ann, I almost forgot, but this is the opportunity where you can come up and you can address the people here as well. So if you want to say anything about what motivated you, it's up to you, totally up. You can come up in this seat right here.
I'm going home, you got the rest of it?
I believe every single kid should have something to play on the playground with, no matter handicap or not.
Excellent job. Good job, Grace Ann. At this point, I'll ask for a motion for the approval of the council minutes for September 5th, 2017, agenda, public, and executive.
So,
Second.
Motion by Council President White, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. Ms. Suter, can you call the roll, please?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
yes.
Councilwoman Fusbee?
Yes.
Councilman Dash?
Yes.
Councilman Miller?
Yes.
Council President White?
Yes.
Thank you. For final adoption, ordinance 2090.
An ordinance approving a master license agreement, quote-unquote MLA, with Verizon Wireless Incorporated for the installation of small cell equipment in public rights-of-way.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for final adoption on ordinance 2090?
So moved.
Second, Mayor.
Motion by Councilman Benjavanga, seconded by Council President White. As this is for final adoption, we'll open up for public comments regarding the final adoption of ordinance 2090. Seeing none, close the public portion. Council comments regarding ordinance 2090?
No, Mayor.
Seeing none, Ms. Tudor, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman Rowland?
Yes.
Council President White?
Yes.
Thank you. And also for final adoption, ordinance 2091.
A sewer capital ordinance authorizing the acquisition of a pumping station alarm system at 4 pumping stations and the purchase and installation of a grinder at the Happy Road pumping station for the sewer utility in the borough of South Plainfield, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for final adoption on ordinance 2091?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Councilman Benjavanga, seconded by Councilman Rowland. As this is for final adoption, we'll open it up for public comments regarding ordinance 2091. Seeing none, close the public portion. Council comments regarding ordinance 2091.
No, Mayor.
Seeing none, Ms. Tudor, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman Rowland?
Yes.
Council President White?
Yes.
Thank you. Can I get a motion for resolution 17-347 to 17-357?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Council President White, seconded by Councilman Benjavanga. Ms. Tudor, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman Rowland?
Yes.
Council President White?
Yes.
Thank you. We have Environmental Commission minutes, July 12th, Environmental Commission monthly report, August 2017, Planning Board minutes of August 22nd and July 25th, interlocal agreement between the Borough, Middlesex County, Edison Township, executed agreement from DOT for Hadley Road, and a letter from the Division of Taxation regarding the 2015 Homestead Benefits application. Can I get a motion to approve correspondence?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Council President White, seconded by Councilman Dean. Ms. Tudor, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman Rowland?
Yes.
Council President White?
Yes.
Thank you. On payment of bills, $620,970.02. Can I get a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Council President White, seconded by Councilman Dean. Ms. Tudor, can you call the roll?
Councilman Benjavanga?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilwoman Faustini?
Yes.
Councilman Besh?
Yes.
Councilman Rowland?
Yes.
Council President White?
Mr. Rizzo, anything for us?
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, that was my fault. That was my fault. Mr. Rizzo, anything for us tonight?
No, Mayor, progress.
Mr. Cullen?
Yes, Mayor, I just want to mention, I know in the correspondence section, there's a $330,000, I guess, grant agreement that's listed for Phase 1 of Hadley Road. At our next meeting, I'll include, I know it was in the papers weeks ago that the town was receiving a FEMA grant for fire equipment. I finally received the hard copy of the information today. It's a $192,000 grant with a 10% match. That'll be on as correspondence, plus we're gonna have to have an ordinance for the 10% match that should be on for the next meeting. So obviously we're very, very pleased to receive both grants. One was already previously announced, and one is more recent, and with that progress.
Thank you. Mr. Miller?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. There's an update on the road projects. They're working up on Evergreen. They have most of the curb in, and they're doing the roadway repairs along the curb, and they should be getting ready to mill and pave shortly up there and then move on to the next road. So we're moving forward with roads. That progress.
Thank you. Andrew, anything for us tonight?
Progress, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Tudor?
Progress.
Thank you. Councilman Dean?
Yes, Mayor, just a few things. There's a book signing event tomorrow at the Historical Society building for the new South Plainfield book, and it's a meet and greet with Dr. Nate, right? Light. Okay. So that's tomorrow, and I believe it started at 7. Also, we did the hydro seeding today at the dog park. Got all the inside areas all completed. Thursday, after whatever rain we get tomorrow, if it dries out, I'll take care of hydro seeding the backside of that area, and then that'll be completed. I was notified the other day by a parent from actually one of the coaches at Pop Warner about children's safety over at the intersection of Franklin and South 9 Clinton Avenue. I guess there was a motor vehicle accident there the other day during either drop-off time or pickup time. And I know we've had quite a few of them over the past few years as well, during those time frames as well. So I put a phone call in today to Chief Parker and asked him about putting a patrol vehicle there during these times, hopefully with the lights, the system with the crossing guards that'll protect that area a little better during these times until we can figure out something else or people just slow down in those areas. So thank you for Chief Parker for helping out with that. Also, Len, I did drive by there later on this afternoon, and I noticed that the trees do hang down real low. I don't know if we can just go over there with the bucket truck, trim them up, maybe allow a little more sunlight through that kind of brightens up the area as well.
Yeah, we'll take care of that.
And lastly, I know we've talked about this in the past, and I saw it on one of the resolutions. But is there any way we can look at the getting speed humps in on Garden Drive? I know the residents over there have been asking about it.
I think they filled out a petition
Years ago, and they're kind of getting annoyed that a lot of cars, especially now that the Sampson Avenue construction is going on, but they've been cutting through there a lot and they're racing through there. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's an issue, but I don't know, maybe we check with traffic safety chief, if you can just check and see what that is. And then, I mean,
devices. I mean, we have those 40 devices.
yeah, I know they're
Right.
out there.
Right. I'm sure.
They are there. They
on
were
Garden?
there, yeah.
Love to see what
They put them down further a little bit on Garden, then they moved them up closer towards the Walls Drive area.
Yeah, so I know I brought this up, years ago, and Len, maybe you can weigh in on this. I know that they sell these temporary ones that you can put down in certain areas, and that might be beneficial because it becomes an issue. Sometimes residents don't want them. Sometimes it becomes a cost issue. I mean, you don't necessarily put them on every street. I think some of the hesitation about the temporary ones is that going to negatively affect the roadways if we have to drill in there, fasten them, and how that's going to work?
Yes, we looked into that a few years ago. Actually, the temporary ones end up costing more than the asphalt ones. To have them in place, they're probably about $5,000 installed. They were about $7,000 for the temporary ones. And
so it's $7,000, but I mean to buy them and then that'd be one point. But then you could move them around. I guess is kind of the thought.
Does it hurt the roads when you move them around?
Well, they're going to have to be, they're going to have to be drilled
Drilled,
into
and
the
then you have to
road,
fix
and then you have to figure out what you're going to do with them during snow season. If you're plowing, you're probably going to take those out.
Otherwise they're going to
Or-
get damaged. But I think,
Be very careful.
from what I was told by a couple of the residents over there, I know when they did their petition, and they said like almost 98% of that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think that area
all for.
Yeah, I don't think that area is an issue of there'd be residents that don't want them, or there'd be some disagreement in the neighborhood. I think we just got to look at where
The placement of
Where
them,
we
I mean,
put them.
really, it's that bend, it's that radius right there, like, Geary, it's like Geary and Gordon, or.
I believe they did a traffic study and they weren't going faster than, on average, 25 to 27. It looks like they're going faster. And I've walked there too, and you get.
Oh yeah, and that radius is, it's a blind spot to begin with, and then you got cars parking on both sides of the roads, so.
I'm gonna look to see what about the speed bumps.
just follow up and see what the results of the study were, and we can take it from there.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Pelstein?
Well, I did want to thank the Elks and Grace Ann again, and since Mom and Grandpa's here, I'll thank both of you for raising such a lovely young lady who's so caring. So thank you again for that. The swings will be put in 3 separate different parks. I met with Kevin Hughes today, who couldn't be here tonight, and we were thinking Cotton Street, Ponytail, and Shady Side, so they're kind of spread around town to be as close to a child's home as we can possibly put them. Other report is the lights at the turf field have been erected, and they should be up and running by the end of next week. Seating, Councilman Dean reported on. Thank you to Councilman Dean and to ATEC again for their hard work today, seating the dog park, and seating should be finished as soon as the rain clears. And thank you also to Councilman Benjavanga, who is donating the seed for that. And the wrestling mats are ready. Wrestling season starts today, which is exciting. Cheer mats are on their way. And with that, progress.
Thank you, Councilman Benjavanga.
Progress, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman Vest.
Yes, Mayor, as Len indicated, the road projects are moving along quite nicely. Just for FYI, they are milling and paving New Durham Road from Stelton Road to Shady Side. Rob, you'll be happy to know that Shady Side, that intersection has been included. Okay, and I'm waiting for Mr. Cohen to get back to me from the water company to see if they are done with Sampson to where we don't need to use that as a detour, and weather and time permitting, the county will probably try and schedule Plainfield to be done sometime, hopefully sometime this year. If not, it'll be done in the spring.
Okay.
Maybe you can coordinate that during that, is that teachers convention so that there's no school?
It's worth a shot.
We always try to do that.
Yeah,
There's
I know.
always, every school, every town wants us to coordinate it during the same time, so we kind of try to spread it around. But I certainly will look at the schedule and see what we can do.
All right.
With that, progress.
Thank you. Councilman Bullock.
Progress, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Council President White.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Just wanted to announce the opening of boxing to boot camp. We'll be taking over space about 2 doors down from In-N-Out Bagel on Plainfield Avenue. So it'll be opening soon, and I want to welcome them to town. And also, for those of you who may not have seen, the Maple Avenue Dunkin' Donuts is reopened, with new seating and charging stations, Wi-Fi. So really nice upgrade. They did a very nice job. So everyone can get back into their routine and grab their Dunkin' Donuts on the way to work in the mornings. And with that, progress, Mayor.
There you go. Thank you. At this time, I know we have two gentlemen from we have an Indian festival that's being held on, I believe it's 50 Craigwood Road this past weekend and this upcoming weekend. So anyway, Peter and Parth here. If you guys can just, obviously, as you guys are aware, we've received some resident complaints. I know we've been in discussions with Councilman Benjavanga, but if you guys can just kind of address, what your thoughts are for the upcoming weekend, just to be able to control, any of the negative side effects that might be happening on those corresponding neighbors, residential areas.
Good evening, Mayor, Honorable Mayor and Honorable Council members.
Welcome.
And my name is Pradeep Peter Kothari. I am the President of the organization. First, I want to thank the Mayor and Council and Administration for approving our request and being our host for the festival, cultural and religious festival. Councilman Benjamin has brought to our attention some noise concern. We will cooperate whatever way you want it, and we will cut down the noise or will take any precaution required to make sure that no one is disturbed by us while we are enjoying. And we assure you we'll do anything and everything to make sure whatever the monitoring system you want to introduce it, either with your police officer or health officer, and our people will go and everything and anything, whatever you ask, we assure you on behalf of our organization as a president. And he's a landlord, he is with us also, and he is a colleague in our organization. So we are sorry if it didn't happen on Friday anything, but it was brought to our attention on Saturday. I will sit down with him, which area is a concern area, and how we can avoid any future complaint.
We appreciate it, and that's, unless anybody has any other questions.
Mayor, I just want to say that, one thing that they were very responsive at 1:30 in the morning when I texted them. So, and then they were very sorry. One thing that they don't want to do is disturb the neighborhood or be disrespectful to anybody. So we're going to sit down and look at a map, and they're going to do some testing, decibel testing, to make sure that that sound doesn't go outside that area and disturb the neighbors. So I want to thank them for doing that. They said whatever they can do to, you know, help residents and so that they can have their event, they'll do it for it.
We assure you through this council will not disturb anyone. Whatever you ask us, we will have a monitor system or we'll cut down the noise, whatever level is necessary. If anyone is disturbed, we don't want it while we are enjoying. And at the same time, I request everyone and all the members of administration to come on this Friday, because this is the real opening night on this Friday, while the mayor do the lamp lighting with other honorable.
You're not telling me Saturday was just a pre-party.
Yeah, it was like a pre-party, because the 9 days was not enough for such a huge infrastructure to create. We hardly slept any minute, and both the councillor Derek and Robert went out of an administration, Mr. Gulen, and every department. I must say publicly, my 30 years of public life never saw such kind of cooperation in a different part of this area where we have conducted our festival. This is unbelievable. In the 9 days to create a almost 60,000 square feet facility, and when you come and see, then you will believe it what I am talking about it, because costing do not help me. I want you everyone to come with a family and honor our request. And tomorrow, means this Friday, we expect Honorable Mayor to, with the councilman, lamp lighting ceremony, and every department head, anyone with family is welcome and enjoy the festival. Christine has confirmed, I know that, but the rest of the councilmen, please come, enjoy, and let other residents also come and enjoy. It's worth seeing it at least once. And every day if you come, it will be our honor.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much.
Okay, at this point, again, once again, I'll open it up for public comments. Anything on your mind? Susan.
Suzanne Lee, Port Bullard Place. I'm just here on behalf of South Plainfield Cultural Arts Commission. This Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Senior Center, we're having our art and photography showcase. We've had quite a response from the residents of South Plainfield, and we hope that everybody can attend. It should be a very nice show. Also coming up, I had mentioned at the last meeting that we're planning a Hispanic festival that had to be postponed until the spring due to some unforeseen circumstances. But we will be having line dancing on October 28th at the Senior Center from 7 to 10 p.m. And we also are having our own book signing with Dr. Veit at the library. We're doing it in conjunction with the library on October 15th. It's a Sunday, and I believe it's at 1:30 in the afternoon. So we, again, if the public is invited to attend, we will be purchasing books to give out to new people who are coming.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did you get the council's art yet, or no?
No, I did not.
So we need to arrange that.
Tomorrow night's the meeting, so I'll bring whatever I can get.
Okay.
Anybody?
I'll loan my
There
art.
is it?
I'll loan my artwork.
You got your artwork?
Just remember,
Okay.
art is in the eye of the beholder. All right? Just remember that.
Anyone else? Yes, Ms. Boyle.
Debbie Boyle, Van Fleet. The book signing tomorrow night at the Highland Woods is in conjunction with the Historical Society and the Business Association. It starts at 6. And there'll be refreshments. And also Dorothy Mealy is a co-author on that book. October.
How late are you expecting that book signing to go, do you know?
I think we...
6:30.
6:30? Okay.
I think we put till 8
I don't
o'clock.
think it can go past 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, okay.
Yeah, 6 to 8.
I don't think you can do that long, yeah.
Okay. All right, and
Try and keep the noise down there.
October 4th, Wednesday, is our National Walk and Bike to School Day. I know I'll be out with my camera and interviewing people and taking pictures, so hopefully everybody will be able to come out and either greet the residents who are walking their students. We usually have over 1,000 students from all the different schools combined that do participate. So that's in the morning only. Their buses will be available in the afternoon for them to go home. October 14th is our Mayor's Wellness Health Fair in conjunction with St. Peter's and Aristocare. We'll be giving over 100 flu shots to the first 100 people that come at no charge. It'll be held at the Senior Center from 11 to 2. There'll be a lot of different groups from St. Peter's for doing glucose testing and different things like that. We have some guest speakers, so please come out and join us there. Trying to do this off the top of my head. There's something else in the end of October. If I think of it, I'll come back up. Oh, trunk or treat. Trunk or treat.
Oh, that fits.
Okay. October 4th. I believe our time is 1 to 2:15.
October what?
It's November.
November, sorry. November 4th. It'll be at where we always have it in between the middle school and the high school. The donations that we receive are donated to the music boosters at the high school for needs that they have that are not in their budget. And then after that, from 4 to 6 is the Zombie Fest. That'll be held downtown. This is our second annual. And so everybody come in your zombie costumes. There'll be somebody there to do zombie makeup. So please join us. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Roberta?
Roberta says 414 West Crescent Parkway. I just have a stupid question. And resolution 17347, what areas is that? Additional,
Oh, the additional cubic ton of stone dust? Is that for the dog park? Dog park.
Okay. I just, they mentioned it there, I just figured out.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the packet in the back. I mean, we've gone back and forth to trying to put as much information on a resolution, as possible. But yeah, that's what it's for.
Okay, I just have to ask. And I agree with Councilman White. Don't show your eye.
No, I thought he said it's in the eye of the beholder.
Don't hurt people's eyes. Okay, thank you.
Depends on who's looking at it. Art is art.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, seeing none, we'll close the public portion. We are not going into executive session. At this point, I ask for a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
So
we are adjourned. Have a good evening, everyone.